everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. Bay Buccaneers. Defense showing blitz. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Only needed a yard, instead went backwards. With it is Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. The 13 yards that time and a 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second down, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Michael. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Now he'll escape to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd down following the incompletion. Play action now. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A 1st down throw for Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. The give to the fullback on the dive. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd down following the run. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Their fullback try and push the pile. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 29. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Oh, able to avoid him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. First down, Winston. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Jameis now on first down. It's caught. Humphries. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Winston now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Winston. He's going to fire one deep over them. And this is caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards. Working out of the gun, Winston. Dancing to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception, Winston. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and goal, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They'll try and run for it with Michael. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian Michael, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. 4th and goal, Charles. All the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Second down, Kamara. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Winston from the gun on third down. Complete. He finds Bray. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first and 10, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that was a Deshaun Jackson special, wasn't it? Deep downfield for a big play. But truthfully, if he catches it short, he can turn it into a long gainer, can't he?
Just such a big play receiver last year, 17.9 yards per catch, and that was tied for the league lead.
He's good.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Jameis on second down. Right side caught by Jackson. The quick feet by touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short game.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And the D looking like they may blitz. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Play clock winding down. Winston now. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Nate Stupar in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Second down, Winston. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior. Right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball, outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
A first down throw for Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The second down throw for Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Breeze now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw is Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Jameis to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian Michael with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. To throw, Winston. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the interception, Winston looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On the ground, it's Michael. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Now a give. It's Michael. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Christine Michael, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing now is Breeze. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And some room to roam now. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run a toss play to Michael. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball. They're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vinny Curry coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's brought down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Winston here to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.